guys, how are you today? So if you see me, you know who I am. I'm Belize, known as the STD life coach, guys. I'm so excited to see you guys. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys today. As you know, I have videos on Tuesdays or Thursdays or whatever else life throws at us. But with that being said, guys, this is a video that I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about. I think I talked about this before, but since I have grown a lot, I kind of want to talk about it again, especially since I have a lot of new people on my channel. Welcome. Make sure you subscribe. But also, I just want to talk to you guys about this because I think we tend to think we can stay the same after our herpes diagnosis. And I'm going to tell you why change is required. How are you today? If you're seeing me, which is Belize, anything about outbreaks, this is the series that you're going to learn everything you can learn. If you feel like I'm leaving something out, please go in the comment. Like, who told you that desire was normal? Who told you that watching that was fine? Who told you that? If God said it in the beginning of the word, just how many times have the devil told you something was normal? Hey guys, how are you today? So I'm so excited. You know who I am. I'm Belize, the world woman area, and let me know, like, Belize, do a video on this, or Belize, do a video on that. And best believe, guys, I'm gonna do what I do best, is make a video about it. So I want to tell you guys, I appreciate everybody. I'm loving on everybody. I'm happy you guys are loving the So guys, look, as you can see on the title, change is required. Change is required after your herpes diagnosis. Many of us, the first thing we feel like is that we lost our whole identity. We feel like we lost ourselves. We lost our freedom. We lost our freedom of choice. We feel like we lost that freedom of our sexuality. We feel like we lose our freedom of not worrying about what other people think. We feel like we just lose consciousness in a weird way, that we don't have to be so conscious of what people think, what people are going to say, or if somebody's even interested to move forward with us. So I'm telling you, change is required because that thought process, you must change. You cannot assume that things are going to be the same. You cannot assume that things are going to go back to the same way, because it's not. The way you view sex now, the way you view relationships now, the way you view STIs or STDs now, the way you view communication, sexual health communication or preferences, or even having that conversation change, disclosing, the importance of disclosing or how disclosure goes, the way that doctors go about STIs or STD testing, the way doctors talk to you about STI, STD testing, all of that changes. So you can't assume that you're going to stay the same after learning so much in this big life change. And I know that's kind of like, Belize, that is so discouraging. Like, I want to go back to that happy-go-lucky girl. I want to go back to that dude who just like, I'm feeling myself. Like, I love me. I don't care what nobody say. You can go back to having confidence, but your confidence changes as life changes. As you have different life experiences, your confidence for yourself change, your self-love for yourself change. Everything goes up notches as you go through things. And I think sometimes we don't realize how much we change when things happen to us, even if it was, something major or something small. I can use an example. I know we all have lost a loved one. And when we lose a loved one, we don't realize how much we change. We change how we view death. We change how we do, how we grieve. We change how we view ourselves. We change how they made an impact on our life. Things that they have told us, we probably start finally doing some of those things, or we value those things even more. So just for something that simple, it's not simple, but something like that change you. How can you not think your sexual quote-unquote status changing is not going to change you? It's absolutely going to change you. I really want you guys to stop fighting the change. And I think it makes it really hard for you guys. And I'm speaking from experience. I went through the same thing. I wanted to keep being free. I kept wanting to do what I want to do and have sex with who I want to have sex with and do it. And I realized that ain't even the right thing to do. Like literally, I had to wake myself up and say, Belize, wake up and realize you gotta change, honey. For your own being, for your own sanity now, for your own safety, you need to change. This is here to change you. This is here to wake you up. This is here to realize that you are not as safe as you believe you are. It's here to wake you up to realize you're not asking the questions you need to ask. It's here to wake you up to realize you don't make good decisions with men or women. It's here to wake you up to say, hey, you're just giving yourself away because you want love and you want attention and you're getting it from the wrong places. You're here to wake you up to realize you don't know everything about sexual testing. You're here to wake you up to realize I don't have to have a lot of partners for me to get an STI. It's here to wake you up. So since it's here to wake you up, go with the wake up. You're woke. Like, I need you to be woke and stop trying to go back to sleep. I know it sounds weird, but I really want us to realize many of us was dumb sleep. I mean, you was in a coma, and me included, that we thought we knew everything about STIs. We thought we knew everything about sex. We thought we knew, or we thought we knew enough to keep us quote unquote safe. And I'm telling you, the only thing that's safe is communication, truthfully, because if you don't talk to that person and y'all don't know each other's sexual history or sexual preference or any of that, then you don't know what you're ever walking yourself into. If you just know your status, you're not safe. Your status alone is not good enough. The person got to know your status, or you need to know their status, you know their sexual history. You got to know what they understand about sexual testing and all those other things, because I have many clients that come to me and say, my partner like, man, I get tested all the time, or I just got tested. And you tell them, you don't get tested for HSV. Yes, I did, man. Yes, I did. Most of us don't ever see paperwork. No lie. Most of them just call you and say, you good. Or most people don't look into their portal and understand what they're reading. You know how many test results I read that people truly don't understand what they're saying? Don't ask me how I know how to read test results. I just do. I'm just, God, thank you. But I know how to read test results for HSV. And I was just like, I can understand how confusing this could be. Looking at that is so much on the paper. All you want to know is negative or positive. They be giving you numbers and they be telling you ranges. And it's high, lows, average. It's confusing. So just imagine if your partner don't know that, or simply you did not know that, how many times it could have got brushed on. How many of you guys, literally, I want someone to put their hand up like, hey, me, that your doctor say, oh, you ain't got nothing, you just got herpes, it's no big deal, don't worry about it, keep living your life. I mean, literally, they just brush on over it like it's no big deal. Or your doctor said, oh, you're good, everything's negative, you just been exposed to herpes. No, if you don't have any outbreaks, you don't really have it, you just been exposed. You have herpes. Okay, like literally. Those wording, and I'm going to tell you, interesting what I have learned, many doctors, and I have to break this down for us so many times because I want us to understand that doctors don't take herpes serious. They just don't. And I know you're like, Belize, that's bull crap. You see what we going through? I know I'm going through it with you. I'm 10 years plus with you. So I get it. But if it's not killing us, they're not concerned. They don't see the big need to do a lot because it's something that you can manage on your own through an antiviral or natural remedies. It's not something that medicine is required to manage like HIV. It's not like gonorrhea, chlamydia that you must take an antibiotic to get rid of it. This is not, treatment is not required. I can literally have outbreaks many times I want and never do any treatment. It's not going to make me worse. It's not going to do anything. It's going to fade off. So you got to understand from a medical professional standpoint, this is not life-threatening. And I know to us this is life-threatening. It's literally changing our whole life. But we also, in the midst of them not seeing it as a huge change, it is a change to us. And we can't, I'm going to say this, you can't expect medical professionals to have your outlook. They don't have your outlook. They are doctors. They are nurses. They are medical assistants. They see this stuff all day. They are not emotionally attached to it. They're just not. Just like you're not emotionally attached to your job, you go to work and you go home and you don't think none of it. Even if you love your job, you're still not that attached. What you see on a regular basis, like, y'all, literally, it's not that bad. Like, we can get through this. And they think the same thing because they see some other stuff that's 10 times worse or less, and they're like, I can't get emotionally tied to it. But for us, as we know, herpes is more psychological than it is physical. But I want us to understand once again, guys, change is required. Stop trying to hold on to the old you. I'm telling y'all, that old you is the reason why a lot of us are here in a weird way. And I know you're like, Belize, but I wasn't. It didn't matter. Whatever you was still got you here. Literally, it still got you here. What we lack to know still got all of us here. Literally, if I could say anything else, all of us lack some type of knowledge about herpes, or safe sex to get us, or sex, period, or testing, period, to get us here. Okay, so you have to get to a place of saying, okay, what I didn't know, I cannot control, but what I can control is how I feel about myself now, how I view myself now, and how I live myself now. Because at the end of the day, change is required. You can't run away from it. The longest you try to go back to that old you, the harder it is for you to accept your diagnosis. Listen to me. You will mess around and go into denial. I did it, y'all, and you be out here making bad choices, doing things that you used to do in your past where it was cool then, but it ain't cool now. Because at the end of the day, people will be really upset with you doing certain things that you used to do in your past now. It can get you some really serious consequences now. So with that being said, guys, you can't do what you used to do. That old you is dead. I know it sucks. I know. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I'm trying to make this light, because it's not a light conversation. You don't want to lose yourself, but we all lose ourselves in situations. Every situation, you're going to lose the old you to gain a new you. And I'm telling you, this new you opens your eyes to be way more aware, to understand what I didn't know can hurt me. Because a lot of people are like, what you don't know won't hurt you. That is a lie. What you don't know do hurt you. And now, since I know better, I can do better. I can ask better questions. I can be more aware when I go go get my STD test. I can ask my partner, have you been tested for this? You are now in a better place to be more sexually sound in a weird way. So I really want you guys to understand change is required. And I know you keep like, that's why I keep saying it, because I need you to hear me. Change is required. You cannot run away from it. Do not run away from it. It's in your best interest to change. Because as soon as you change your mindset, how you, how you view herpes, how you move around herpes, disclosure, when you start really changing it, you start seeing things in a better light and saying, you know what, this is a messed up situation. I ain't gonna lie. Many of us was in some messed up situations of how we got this. But I learned a lot. And I think a lot of us have to get to, what was your lesson out of this? What did you learn? What do we learn? A lot of us don't like change because we don't take the time to figure out what we learned. When you figure out what you learned in a change ain't too bad. But a lot of us neglect it because I don't like change. You don't like change because you're not seeing how it benefits you. Woo! So the benefit is that it opens your mind. It opens you to see you. And I know sometimes it's like, why do I have to see myself in a bad situation? Well, my son's literally, y'all, sometimes you just don't realize what's going on until a bad situation happens. Or something just, oh my God, it's literally changed my whole life or how I view life. It makes you kind of do an internal check. It makes you realize, like, how did I get here? And I really question you as you're doing this change that's required, that you ask yourself, how did I get here? How did I get to a place of having herpes simplex virus 1 or 2? How did I get here? And I know we hear many people saying it's humans, and you know, if you're sexually active in any way, you're at risk. And even if you're not sexually active, you're at risk because, as we know, oral herpes, you can get that from kissing, guys. So just remember, you can get this outside of that too, you know, just sexual. But just remember, guys, you got to ask yourself, how did I get here? And a lot of us got here because we just were not educated. If that's your story, cool. I need you to understand that and not go with the change. But if you don't really still understand why you're here, you need to sit down for a minute and ask yourself and look over your life and ask yourself, how did I get here? And I know sometimes that's not easy to do. Sometimes you need some help, and that's where I come into play. Well, I will literally hear your whole story out and say, oh, this right here, this is where change happened. This is where this is the issue right here. And sometimes you can't hear it yourself, you can't see it yourself, and that's why you have counselors, life coaches, and people like that to come into your life to kind of hear it from an outside view. Not you, but from an outside view. No feelings involved. Don't know you to even have a full impact on what happened to you, to kind of pinpoint some things to you that you don't see. So if you're in a place like Belize, I don't want to change. Like, I know change required, but Belize, I'm still trying to figure out why this happened to me. Belize, I'm still trying to figure out like why I have to go through this. Then let's talk, like, for real, like, because sometimes that is holding us up with the change that sometimes you know you need to let it go, but you're still stuck in that why me phase, and I'm still mad phase, and I don't understand stuff phase. That's fine. That is absolutely fine, but I just want you to know you got to get past that too to get to I got to change. You know you're change. You have to. And let me help you get through the process of getting to your change, and you loving yourself, and you accepting yourself, and you taking whatever comes with this situation, and understand that I still can live a good life. And nothing can stop me, period. Like, literally, nothing can affect your life. Literally, herpes look like it affects your life. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all, if you can see the benefit, it woke a lot of y'all up. It literally opened my life to literally help millions of people every day. Every single day. The day that I can get up and go send out products to people to help them with their outbreaks. The fact that I can make posts and inspire somebody to live. The ability that I can inbox people and tell them, it's going to be alright, you can get through this, you're not by yourself. For people to just feel not alone. Like, this literally has changed my life for the absolute better. Never seen myself doing anything like this, guys. Y'all, your change might not be as drastic as mine, but your change could be as simple as that. I don't have to settle no more. Like, I don't have to be with somebody who don't love me no more. I don't have to be with everybody just to be with them. I can be by myself and love me and be good until I find what I'm looking for. Because I'm realizing a lot of us are settling. Because I ain't gonna lie, that's how I got here. Settling, not really appreciating myself for me. And that's how I got to this place, okay? Not loving myself the way I should love, or even knew how to love myself. And I'm telling you guys, you got to figure out why you are here. And literally see the benefit and move on into a healthy change. This could be a healthier change. Or it could be a detriment to a lot of us, where anger, bitterness, revenge kick in, hate everybody, start to be in denial and doing things to endanger other people or endanger yourself, which I mean talking about suicide, suicidal thoughts, suicide attempts. People end up getting to a place where they're developing mental disorders of, which is suicide is a mental disorder, but also depression, chronic depression, so many other things. Some people get into a place where it can go real left real quick, especially if you already have mental disorders, clinical, medical disorders. So I'm telling you guys, like, you gotta go. Don't sit, because I'm telling you, complacency is detrimental. It really is detrimental, and I think we don't realize that. But if you look in the world we live in, and the fact that we don't want to change as a country, you can see how we're being stagnant, and it's causing sickness. People are going crazy. People are doing crazy things, People are hurting each other and all this other stuff because we're stagnant, because we're not moving forward. And I don't want that for you guys, especially in our community. We cannot sit still and don't change. How we're going to help the other people who come behind us and help them get out of that situation quicker than we did. And that's what my whole goal is always help you get out of this quicker than I was. It took me 7 years to get to a good place, y'all. 7 years, and I still wasn't where I wanted to be. But finally get in front of the camera and finally tell y'all to help y'all. 7 years. I don't want you to wait no 7 years. Okay, I don't want that. I don't. I know some of you guys who are on here 10, 15, 20 plus years because it wasn't nobody out there talking about it like that. Especially somebody who was black. Let's keep it real. So I want you to move forward. I want you to change. Change is beneficial. I want us to change our mindset on change. Change is not a bad thing all the time, guys. Literally, change is not a bad thing. Change your perspective, especially in a bad, quote-unquote, bad situation. I need you to see that change is beneficial. Okay? So I love you. If you're kind of where I was saying, like many of us get to, where we kind of don't know why we're here, reach out to me, guys. I have sessions available to you guys. I have a really popular session I have now. It's just the Overcomer session, $50, guys. You get on the phone with me for an hour. We can do phone call or we can do video chat. And also I have a special one for my individuals who kind of like Belize, I'm struggling with my outbreaks too. I need products. I've been wanting to try your products. Then you can get you a session with me, and you can get my package, my bundle, which is my Itch Be Gone, my Wild Shot soap, and also my speed up cream, which is one of my popular bundles, guys. You can get both of those things for $99, and I will literally have a session with you, and I'll ship out your package literally that same week, guys. So either one of those, or you need to talk to me about other things, but those two are your best options for me to help you figure out why you're stuck at this place right now, and let's get you to the process of change that you can really start living the life you want to live and be happy. You deserve to be happy. Don't let nobody tell you you don't. You deserve to be happy. Herpes will not keep you from being happy, okay? It don't have to, okay? So I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.